Dear students of class 10th English Grammar, we welcome you in our practice set 2. This practice set is based on the transformation from active voice to passive voice and passive voice to active voice. And questions are selected from UP Board previous 15-year question papers. Students, in this English version lecture, we are going to let you know the question and the answers as well, which are taken from board examinations. And definitely we have selected all those questions which will help you a lot in your future board examination. These questions are based on various structures and various tenses. And the one more feature is that each type of sentence has been selected from board examination, and if you prepare these sentences, definitely you will get the benefit of it and you will make the most of it. This is M. Rahman and you are attending ORAC classes of English language. And if you like our lectures, please don't forget to like and share. And to get all these lectures, please don't forget to subscribe our channel ORAC classes of English language. We are regularly preparing these lectures, these practice sets, which are based on UP board questions, with the purpose that you will prepare these questions and definitely you will find these questions certainly in your examination. Now let's begin with the first question. I know him very well. I know him very well. This sentence is based on present indefinite. Students, you know how to change an active voice into passive voice, and to change this you must come to know how you change a subject into object and how you change an object into subject. And definitely you have gone through our all previous lectures. Today I will just let you know what is the question that was in your board examination. Now it is before you. I know him very well. Him is object and I is subject. It is present indefinite, and you know when we transform a sentence based on present indefinite into passive voice, you use is, are, am, and then third form. And so is it I know him very well. Him is object and I is subject here. Now what to do to change it into passive voice? Him is taken on the place of subject, and on in present indefinite you use is plus third form. He is known very well. After verb you write rest part of the sentence and then you write by me. But the main thing in this sentence is whenever you have word known, whenever you have verb known, you use to in place of by. This special feature I have mentioned here in green color. So the main thing to learn is whenever you have main verb known, you use to in place of by, and the rest and the rule of this sentence of passive voice remains the same. Generally you come to know when you transform a sentence from active voice to passive voice, students, the main feature is present indefinite. Whenever your sentence in active voice is present indefinite, you use is, are, am in third form, and whenever you have a tense in past indefinite in active voice, you use was, were plus third form. And these rules are very common, and you came to know these rules through our previous lectures. So now let's discuss the main features of the sentences that were given in board examination. This is one of those questions. Question number 2. She wrote an interesting story. An interesting story. The feature of this sentence is the object of this sentence is long. It is in more than one word. I mean the object of this sentence is in 3 words. Generally, the object of the sentence is given one word, and it is considered that object is a word that is given after verb. But students, only knowing that the word after verb is an object is insufficient. You must come to know the noun or pronoun given after a verb is your object, but it must be the first one. I mean to say the first noun or pronoun given after the verb is object. So and interesting are not the words which are noun or pronoun, but story is noun. When you find a noun in the after verb and there may be some other words written before it, then these words are included with that object. Now your object is in form of a phrase, noun phrase, an interesting story. An interesting story will come on the place of she, an interesting story. And this is based on past indefinite, that's why you will use was, and wrote will be turned into written, and she, that is subject here, will be written after by in objective case. So your finally answer is an interesting story was written by her. Sentence number 3, his reply surprised me. Me is object here, his reply is subject, so you will write me on the place of his reply because object takes the place of subject I, and me will be changed into nominative case I, and because of being past indefinite you will write was surprised. But the main thing is whenever you have surprise in your passive voice as a verb, you write at in place of by. This is the main feature I have written in green ink. So your final answer is I was surprised at his reply. You always bear in mind, you always remember, at is used with surprise in place of by. He satisfies everybody. Everybody is object here, he is subject. Object is placed on the place of subject. Everybody is satisfied with him. Now the main feature of this sentence is I have written with on the place of by. So you just learn satisfied with, surprised at, and known to. You have, I think, learned it. Now let's come to the sentence number 5. Have they spread the rumor? Now the rumor is an object and they is subject here. This sentence is interrogative. Generally students learn that we take object and place it in the beginning of the sentence. Dear students, that is not the beginning of the sentence, but this is the place of subject. Now you take your object on the place of subject. It may be the first word of the sentence, it may be the second word of the sentence, it may be the third word of the sentence, and so on. So you just try where you will put the rumor will be put on the place of they, the rumor. Have was written according to they, now has is written according to the singular noun rumor, the rumor. And been will be added because in present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect you use been additionally after with helping verb. So your answer is has the rumor been spread by them. Now let's come to the sentence number 6. People always admire the freedom fighter. Now just try to identify the object here. The object is freedom fighters. The freedom fighters. Now students, freedom fighters will be used on the place of people, and this sentence is based on present indefinite. That's why you will add are, always, and then third form, because generally we use are not admired, are always admired, are generally admired, means adverb is placed on the place of not, and whatever written here before verb you will also written it before verb and by the people. Subject will be written in the end of the sentence after a preposition by. Now let's come to the sentence number 7. Please walk to the right. In such a sentence that has the word please in the beginning or in the end, you take please in the beginning and you will write you are requested to in place of please, and you copy rest of the sentence. You don't change anything after to, because to is followed by first form. It is called infinitive. Now let's come to the sentence number 8. In the sentence number 8, you see please do not walk here. Negative word means adverb is used here, and now the question is what we do in place of do not. So it's very simple. If you have never, you write never to. If you have always, in place of not, you write always to, never to, generally to, not to. So we will change do not into not to. We will write you are requested not to walk here, because do not is given here. Now students, let's come to the question number 9. Question number 9 is who beat you? This question is based on two tenses. If we take beat as a second form, it is past indefinite. If we take who as a plural number of doer, it will be present indefinite. But generally in present indefinite, we take who as a singular number, but it may be the plural number too. Now let's understand the answer of this who beat you. Who is changed into by whom, and then we write helping verb. If we take beat as a second form, we will write were here, and then you will be taken in the beginning, and then beat will be turned into third form. Now what is your answer? By whom were you beaten? Suppose as a plural doer, who is plural, then it may be in present indefinite, and because it is present indefinite, then we will use are, because we will use helping verb according to you, and you is considered plural, so we will write are here, and the solution will be by whom were you beaten, or by whom are you beaten. But I will prefer students in such a situation, you take this beat as a second form and you must write your answer with were. So it would be better to write by whom were you beaten. Now let's come to the question number 10. Rita cannot do this work. This work is object here and it will be placed on the place of Rita. This work cannot be done by Rita. Now the main thing is whenever you have any model can, could, should, may, must, might, you write be and then third form. And one more thing is there, if not is connected with can, it is a one word. These are not two words, and can is written in connecting with not, means cannot is a single word. You must not write these two words in a separate way. Can and not, both of these words should not be written separately. Can and not are connected to each other. And the answer is now this work cannot be done by Rita. Now let's come to the sentence number 11. He is feeding his baby. In this sentence, his baby is object and object is written in the beginning. When we are going to transform it into passive voice, his baby is being fed by him. Whenever we have any sentence in continuous form, we use being in place of ing, and feed is turned into third form fed. Now the main thing is the third form of feed is fed and ing is turned into being. In this way our answer is his baby is being fed by him. Students, we will make you learn different type of verbs in our next lectures, in which students are generally confused, and there may be so many types of verbs, and we will prepare some certain lecture on these verbs. Now let's come to the question number 12. Do it. Sometimes we get confused that this sentence is based on present indefinite, but actually it is imperative sentence. What is imperative? In which we don't have a particular subject here, and the subject understood in this sentence is always you, because you is supposed to be a listener. Now the rule to transform an imperative sentence into a passive voice is you use let. You use let when you have object. Though this passive voice can be written in so many other ways, but I would prefer if you have an object in board examination, you should go through the rule based on let. So I have done the same, let and then object and then be and then third form. So your answer is let it be done. Your answer is let it be done. Now come to the example number 13. Do not do it. Do not do it means not is additionally used in this sentence, and we will use not before be. Our rule is let plus object plus be plus third form, and not, never, and always are always used before be. So your answer is let it not be done. The questions I have given on this whiteboard, you will try to understand all these answers, and you will keep on practicing till you get all right answers done by you. So now for your next practice is question number 14. He will have finished his work by tomorrow. Students think that by is used only in passive voice, but by actually can be used on some other places too, as a preposition, as an adverb, and the word by that is used in passive voice is used in the end of the sentence in a particular way. So let's see. What is your object? Object is his work. His work will be written in the beginning. His work will have been finished by tomorrow by him. By tomorrow is the part of the sentence, and it will be written as it is, and in the end of this sentence you will write another by and then him, because this by is some other word and this is not the same usage. So you write your own by in the end of the sentence, and you copy the rest part of the sentence before using your subject on the place of object of this preposition. Dear students, now let's come to the question number 15, and the question is, did you finish your work on time? Now you just identify which is subject here. Subject is you and your object is your work. This question is interrogative sentence, and what you are going to do, you will place your object in place of subject, and you are expert in identifying your object. Which is your object? Your object is your work, and your work will be written in place of you. And in this way, because of being past indefinite, you will use was, were as an helping verb of this passive voice, and was, were will be selected according to the object placed in the beginning, that is your work. Your work is a singular noun, that's why you will use was. In this way, your answer will be, was your work finished on time by you? You is taken in the end of the sentence, and it is and by is followed by this word you. Now the final answer is, because helping verb is written in the beginning in active voice, so your helping verb of passive voice will also be written in the beginning, and on the place of subject you will place object, and the rest part of the sentence will remain on its own place, other than the change of main verb, that is third form. Now, was your work finished on time by you is the solution of question number 15. Now let's see question number 16. Mr. Gessler never compromised quality. Quality is an object. Quality is written on the place of Mr. Gessler. Quality was never compromised by Mr. Gessler. Mr. Gessler never compromised. Compromise is a second form, and because of being second form, we will write was in the passive voice as a helping verb of it. Now the answer is quality was never compromised by Mr. Gessler. It's a very simple structure of passive voice, and I think you have transformed many active voice based sentences into passive voice. Now let's see example number 17. The hunter shot the tiger. Very simple sentence this is, and you will find out the tiger is an object and the hunter is the subject, and the tiger is written on the place of subject, and then was, and then third form, rest part of the sentence, and then by plus your object that used to be in nominative case in active voice. The answer is the tiger was shot dead by the hunter. Now let's come to the question number 18. Akbar defeated Hemu in the battle of Panipat. Now the object is Hemu. Hemu was defeated in the battle of Panipat by Akbar. What special thing is there? The special thing is you have object and your rest part of the sentence is long. So you don't be confused whether you have such a long sentence, you just place your object on the place of subject. You follow the general rule of passive voice, means hemu, then helping verb, then third form, rest part of the sentence, and in the end you must use by and the subject of active voice in form of object in passive voice. Then finally our answer is Hemu was defeated in the battle of Panipat by Akbar. He wrote an application to the class teacher. Now sometimes we find that there are two objects, application and the class teacher. In such a condition, students, the first noun will be used as an object. He wrote an application, means an application is a proper object, and you will use an application on the place of he, and you will use the normal general rule of passive voice, means this sentence is based on past indefinite, so you will use was were as helping verb in passive voice, and this was were will be written according to the word that you have used on the place of subject. That is an application. Application is singular, that's why we have used was here, and then third form, then rest part of the sentence, and in the end by plus subject of active voice in form of objective case. Now answer is an application was written to the class teacher by him. After this, let's see what happens. We are on the question number 21st. Let's see what question is this. This question is, do you help me? Do you help me? These questions, there are such type of questions may appear as imperative, but the difference between imperative and present indefinite is that between do and main verb there is subject. If there is subject, that is present indefinite, not imperative. So this sentence is imperative because do is helping verb, you is subject, me is object, and what you do in passive voice, you place your object on the place of subject, me will come on the place of you and will become I, and according to I you will write am, and then third form and by you. Students, now let's come to the question number 22nd, and in this question we have a passive voice to be changed into active voice, and from this question 22 we are going to learn how to change a sentence based on passive voice into active voice. The question is based on interrogative sentence, that is, by whom were you beaten? I think you can recall who is changed into by whom when we change a sentence into passive voice. Then definitely if we are going to change a passive voice into active voice, by whom will be changed into who. The rules will be reversed. And in past indefinite, from active to passive we use were, but when we change passive voice into active voice, we will delete were and we will write second form, and the word written between a verb before a verb is written in the end, and that is here. Now your answer is who beat you. Now let's see once again, by whom were you beaten. What do you mean by this? By whom is changed into who, were beaten is changed into beat, and you will be written in the end of the sentence as an object. Now you can examine your answer whether you have done it right or wrong. You change into passive voice again. Who, by whom, this is second form, so were, and you will become before beat, so your answer will be by whom were you beaten. It means it is right. Now let's come to the question number 23. The book was given to me by my father. Now the book that is written in the beginning will go after verb, the book, and the word that is written by my father, it will come in the beginning, because the word, it means the subject, the noun or pronoun that is written in the beginning of active voice is used with by in the end of the sentence, so you will take it back in the beginning. You will delete was and you will do second form, because second form is used with was were plus third form. So was were plus third form will be changed into second form, and the noun or pronoun written before the verb will be written after the verb. Then rest part of the sentence. In this way our answer is my father gave the book to me. Question number 24. Can the problem be solved by you? Now, the problem and by you. By you will come on the place of the problem, you, and by will be deleted. Can be solved, so can is here, be will be deleted, and first form will there be, and the noun or pronoun used before a verb will be written after a verb because it will turn into an object. And your answer is, can you solve the problem? Now you can check your answer transforming into passive voice. The problem is in the beginning, be plus third form, and you will be in the end by you. So your answer is right. Now let's come to the question number 25. Walk to the left. This is an imperative sentence. This is an imperative sentence because there is no subject here and there is neither any object. So what will you do? If you have an object in the imperative sentence, you use let. But if you don't have an object, you use you are ordered to, you are asked to, you are advised to, and then rest part of the sentence. So it is very easy. Whenever you don't have an object, you write you are advised to, you are ordered to according to the sense of the sentence. Now let's come to the question number 26. The Taj had never been visited before us. The Taj had never been visited before us. Had been means this sentence is based on past perfect tense. And because it is passive voice, then definitely now you have come to know that the noun or pronoun used after by will come in the beginning. In nominative case means in form of subject. So by us is changed into we and had is written in the beginning. Been is deleted, had never visited, and the subject written here, the noun, the Taj here will go after the verb because the noun or pronoun used after the verb comes in the beginning in passive voice. So when you transform it into active voice, you will place this after the verb in active voice. So your answer is we had never visited the Taj and rest part of the sentence before. Now come to the question number 27. His pocket has been picked. Now has been picked. One E is missing here. We will write here. His pocket has been picked. Now there is no object written after by. Means there is no object of by. His pocket has been picked, and in this way we don't come to know who picked the pocket. So definitely pickpocket has picked the pocket, but it is not written here. And the students think what word can be used as subject. So if no word is written after by, you assume according to the sense of the sentence. Suppose your sentence is based on a medical help, then you can use by the doctor. If it is based on some technical field, you can use engineer and some other person, but generally we can use by someone. Suppose pocket has been picked, definitely we don't know that person, and that person you use as someone because someone is an unidentified person. His pocket has been picked by someone. You assume someone as an object of preposition by. So someone is taken in the beginning on the place of his pocket. Someone has picked. Been is deleted because we are transforming passive voice into active voice. And then his pocket, which was written before the verb, is written after the verb, and the sentence is someone has picked his pocket. Now the main feature that I have written here in green color is the main feature of this sentence, and I would like to repeat it once again so that you may come to know properly. Whenever you have no noun or pronoun with the usage of by in the sentence and it is in passive voice, you assume, you take it on your own according to the sentence. So you can use him by the doctor, by someone, by somebody, and according to the sense of the sentence you use on the place of this noun before helping verb. And his pocket and any word used in the beginning of passive voice will go after the use of verb. So in this way you can change an passive voice into active voice. In question number 28, leave him in the room now. Now the confusing thing is we are confused which word should be taken as an object here. Leave is a first form and him is an object, and this is the rest part of the sentence. So your main thing is you just finish your work on him. You don't go through these words because you need only object, and after first form of the verb it is as it is imperative sentence, so your leave is the first form and him is an object, and you need not use all these words in some other way. So you just pick object him, you use let him be plus third form. It means passive voice based on imperative sentence revolves around the two words verb and object. You write let, then object, be and third form. You don't write here he, because in imperative sentence we don't change him into he, me into I. Me remains as it is as me, us remains as it is as us, and so as with him. Let him be left, and rest part of the sentence will be copied as it is. In this way your passive voice, your active voice here will be changed into passive voice. Students, this is active voice. Leave him in the room now, and definitely it is changed in the sentence let him be left in the room now. Now the question number 29. He is helping his brother and me. The main feature of this sentence is I have used two words here, his brother and me. Not two words but four words are actually here, and his brother is an object and another object is me. And now there are two objects, so these two objects, both these two objects will come in the beginning on the place of he when we transform it into passive voice. Now your answer will be his brother and I. I have used me into I because generally we use an object in form of a nominative case, so I turn me into I, and his brother will remain as it is. So finally our object his brother and I now is working as a subject, and because of being in this sentence in continuous sentence, being we will use in passive voice. So his brother and I, and these are plural, so I have used here are, and then being, and then third form by him. Now finally our answer is his brother and I are being held by him. Now question number 30th is the boys call him a hero. In this sentence the major point of confusion is a hero and him are considered to be object by the students, but it is wrong. The object of this sentence is him. Hero, a hero, you say you must not use a here, because whenever we use any complement here we don't use such words like as or a. The boys call him hero. So our answer is he is called hero by the boys. Now what did we do? Actually him is an object, hero is complement, so he has been used on the place of the boys, he. And this sentence is in present indefinite, so I have used is here. Call will be changed into third form, hero will remain on its own place, and then by the boys. Now the finally your answer is he is called hero by the boys. So I hope this collection of the questions and the solution of these questions will prove to be very useful for you in the board examination, and I think you must go through all this lecture very well, and you must repeat it more than 2 times. And in my opinion, you continue solving these questions again and again till you get 100% right answers. If you could do it, definitely you will get good marks in your examination. So I hope you will get good marks and you will do your best. So please, to do all this, you keep on watching RSC classes of English language. And to get all such type of lectures, you please subscribe our channel Oracy Classes of English Language. And if you like our lectures, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for being with us. Thanks a lot.